The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tirico alongside Greg Olson, the kicker Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Let's go. In motion, Reed. On play action, Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. Huge catch and run. They finally get him down, but there's a flag. Not sure if this one's going to stand. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. Good recovery after the penalty. Back within a couple of yards of that first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And this defense, they have come to play. Second straight loss to start the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Penix on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irvin. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
He'll go again here with Irvin, and he'll get about 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. A big play that time on 4th and 1. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A run on 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Irving. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
London brought in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Tyke Smith there on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And this will be incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
On third down, Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. First and 10 now from the 36.
First down, Falcons.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third down and 3. London brought in motion. Again, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on first and goal. To throw again, it's Penix.
First and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. Now Penix going to get it forward on a pop pass. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and They come away with 6, so that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense would take the field.
Damn, I miss you, Justin. Sending love from my Facebook friends.
On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Trying to set the tight end screen there, but that winds up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. And next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
2nd down. Nix. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Bucky Irvin. Touchdown, Tampa. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Falcons 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Penix. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
In motion, Reed. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Falcons.
Another run here for Robinson. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Give. This is Irvin, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's now second and 6.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. Moving to his right. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. motion. Reed. Throwing now. Penix on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And they'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Mikey Smith there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here is Penix. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. It was slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Third down, they need 5. Here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. Down to the 10. And he will score. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. Nick snap on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this 1st half.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On the run to the right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Second and 10. To throw is Nix. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And he's got another one. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the